Well, hello. It is Thursday night. You know what that means? You are at Julie and Friends. I am Julie with Stamp & Shine with Julie Salva, and I am so glad that you are here. So, I'm feeling better. Last week, I was sick. Y'all, it got me. It got me. My doctor said it was bronchitis. I have felt horrible, but suddenly today it's like, oh, I'm back to life. So I'm so glad of it. But thank you for putting up with my sick video last week. Now, the theme for this week, as I stamped with my challengers, Joey Hartman and Alejandra Gomez, is anything goes with retiring in colors. Anything goes with retiring in colors. So before I show you my project with the retiring in colors, I do want to remind you, you want to be on my email list. Why do you want to be on my email list? Because all the information about the Stamp & Sale Cruise is going out. All the information about the Stamp & Shine Card Club is going out. All of the information about the Creating for Christ Spring Retreat. Have I shown you these cards? I showed them to you last week, I think, didn't I? I still love that one. Isn't it great? You're going to get the Floral Garden Designer Series paper. You're going to get ribbon. You're going to get so much and make 10 beautiful projects. Some 3D projects. You're going to have a great time. But anyway, all of that information, all that goes out first to people in my email list. So make sure that you're on my email list. Now, let's talk about this project. So this is a pop-up shadow box fun fold. I've named it all those words. I don't know if that's what it's called or not, but that's what I've named it. And my friend Deborah Harrison, who is also one of the Stamp & Sale partners, taught me how to do this project. She is so good, you guys. You should totally be following her. Anyway, so I asked her if I could kind of make it my own and share. And of course she said yes. So Deborah, thank you for that. So here we go. So this is the card. All right. And I focused on Wild Wheat. Now, just wait. Don't stop. No, stay. Okay. When you open up the card, what you get is, a shadow box with something beautiful behind it. Look at that. Look at that. And oh, that's my notes. And then it closes up. Do you want to learn how to make it? I can teach you. Let's go. All right, I hope you are ready. I'm going to teach you how to make this amazing shadow box, pop-up, fun fold, all the great words. We're going to use Everyday You and Me stamp set and dies. This is one I've had on my shelf for a while. I haven't done anything with it, and I've wanted to. So now's the time. So let me show you what you're going to need. For this project, I will tell you, if you do your cutting ahead of time and your scoring, you will be glad you did. All right, so first of all, remember, this is anything goes, sorry about that, with Wild Wheat. Well, really anything goes with an in color that is retiring. And I chose Wild Wheat because no one likes it. So you know what, Wild Wheat, I'm here for you. Heart, how do you do that? Here we go. Heart, Wild Wheat, heart. So the base is just 4 1/4 by 11. 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score at 5 1/2 and 9 3/4. Okay, 5 1/2, 9 3/4. So you'll cut that, set that aside. Then you're also going to want a piece of Wild Wheat or coordinating cardstock, and this you're going to cut to 6. What was it? Hold on. I didn't write this one down. Okay, 6 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, 6 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then you're going to score it at 1 1/4 inch on each side. So 1 1/4 here, 1 1/4 here. You can go on if you want to and die cut your circle. This is using the largest circle from Stylish Shapes. It's up to you. Okay. All right. Then some other pieces. You will want a piece of coordinating cardstock. I am using Pretty Peacock right here. This is going to be 4 by 4. It's going to go on the front. And then I cut the coordinating designer series paper to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So you know what? While I have this here, I might as well just go on and adhere this because this is something that we're going to be doing anyway. Okay. So remember, 4 by 4 with 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 on top of it. Okay, so got that ready to go. You will also need a 4x4 piece of coordinating designer series paper. You can see that that works in the paper that I used. I already put it up, but I think it's called Everyday Moments, and it's really cute. So 4x4, a 4x4 piece of white, and then a 1 1/4 by 4 1/4, 1 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of DSP. The circle that you cut out here, you're going to use it, okay? And then a white circle. This is the next size down, okay? And if you have stylish shapes, next size down, okay? So you want all your pieces ready, all right? So we've got them ready, and I'll put the dimensions in the description, so that will be helpful to you. You'll be glad about that, okay? So let's get going on this pop-up shadow box fun fold card. It's a lot of words, Salva, a lot of words. It's okay. So I'm going to fold this over, and then this is going to be the front. Okay, so, and then this is going to be the inside. Why do I tell you that? You're like, Salva, honestly, this is the level you think that we're at. One never knows. So on the, get away, dimensional piece. Where do they come? Where do they come from? I mean, there were none here, and now suddenly here they are. So on the front, you're going to put your piece of cardstock with the DSP on it. And remember, this was 4 1/4. I'm sorry, I keep saying that, and that's not true. It's a lie. It was 4x4 cardstock and 3 3/4 squared there. Then you're going to get that strip of coordinating cardstock that you cut to 1 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you're going to adhere that in this little space here. Okay, do you see the, let me see if I can get it better for you. Okay, you see that score line right there? This is going to go right on top of that. And you're going to notice, and it's going to bug you, okay, but it is how it is, that it's going to be longer than that mat that is right next to it. And at first I thought that I had made a mistake here, but I was following Deborah's directions, and Deborah does not make mistakes. So I'm like, oh, hey, it's going to be okay. So, and here in actuality, it is not a mistake. So then on the inside, okay, on the inside, you're going to put your white 4x4. And this would be whatever color you want it to be, but this is going to be where you're going to write your sentiment, okay, on the far right. So you're just going to line it up. There you go, on the far right. And then this piece is going to go right here. And you can see this one fits in real nicely because it's going to go to this side of the score line, and then this score line is going to fit right in between, okay? So go on and adhere that. So, I mean, as you can see, you do your cutting, and this becomes really a pretty easy project with a big wow. And isn't that what we want? Okay, so now it is kind of time to do the artwork for my shadow box. So what I'm going to do, and I know right now you're like, Julie, I don't see how it's a shadow box. I think you messed up. What do I tell you guys? Every time you think that, you think it every time. You think every time I've messed up. And I always say ye of little faith, because I never mess up. And by never, I mean pretty much every time. But I'm going to let you know when I mess up, okay? So I do have some stamping to do here. So let's get going on that. So you just gonna grab, I'm gonna grab a white scrap. I don't know about you guys, but I just keep like a baggie with white scraps handy, because I always using white scraps. So I'm gonna grab a white scrap, and I'm gonna go on and stamp my images. So I've got one flower that I'm stamping in wild wheat, and you're gonna see in this set, you've got really 3 sizes of flowers. These two I think are the same, okay? So you've got a large flower, these two that are the same, just a little bit of a different orientation, and then a smaller one. So you're going to stamp your, let me get them here, large flower, or not your large, your medium flower in wild wheat, okay? Let that sit there, and I don't want any wild wheat comments. I can hear you through the computer screen. You're talking baby puke, baby puke. It is not baby puke. This is a beautiful card when it's done. And then, oh my gosh, look at that. I just got ink all over me. You know what that means? The ink translates all over the card. You take your large flower and ink that up in Lost Lagoon. Okay, there you go. There's that. Then you're going to get your smallest flower and ink that up, also in Lost Lagoon. Okay, good, coming together. And then we're going to do 2 leaves in gray granite. Now, I know you're like, Julie, how in the world did you put all of these colors together? You must be the best color putter together in all of Stampin' Up. To which I would tell you, I'm not, but I know who is. And that is the Stampin' Up! Concept artist. And so on the back of every piece or package of Designer Series paper, which is just our pattern paper, they list all of the colors that they've used. All the colors that they've used. So really, that makes it pretty easy for the rest of us in this little Stampin' Up! World to put our colors together. So these are all colors that are in this package of Everyday Moments Designer Series paper. So easy, easy, easy. Now, I am going to go, and this is the thing I like about this, because honestly, with big shot work, I get a little like, if it's a lot, I'm not going to do it. If it's a lot of big shot work, I'm like, no, that's just monotonous. I'm not going to do it. But with this one, I can easily take the coordinating dies. I can lay them right on top, and you can see with the exception of the leaf, okay, and this you'll maneuver, you'll finagle, you know that word. But with the exception of the leaf, I can die cut, and I'm not lining this up right now. I'm just showing you to get the idea. I can die cut 4 of these, and then I can run that back through and get that second leaf. But through the magic of me, I have them here. Big flower, medium flower, small flower, and the 2 leaves. So now it is time to accent. So I'm going to take my leaves, I'm going to use some adhesive on it, and again, using my silicone mat, because that just really makes it easy for me. I don't have to worry about having the adhesive on here just perfectly, okay? And I actually think that this one, I'm going to kind of move it over this way, all right? And then I'm going to put my other leaf. These are going to be the center points. The reason I'm doing the leaves first is because I'm going to do the flowers. All of them are going to be with the big shot. The big shot. What are my words? With the dimensionals, okay? So I'm going to take my small one first, and I'll just use 1 dimensional on him. And I'm going to put that right there. And then I'll take my next size of flower and get a couple dimensionals here. I'll tell you what, people are using dimensionals a lot more. And by that, I mean they're using a lot more dimensionals. I used to put like just a couple, but now I'm like, peer pressure. I see everybody using all of the, oh, that is so pretty. That really is. All the dimensionals. So now I'm using all the dimensionals too. And now my wild wheat flower. Don't say anything ugly. If you can't say anything nice, say nothing at all. Because this is a beautiful flower. And I'm just going, you know what? I'm going to take off one of these dimensionals. See, I got all excited talking about dimensionals. But for this one, I'm just going to put some adhesive right here. And then adhere it there and use the dimensional on the end. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Right? I mean, I think that looks really, really nice. And what I'm going to do now is adhere this a little bit more. Right here. This, just put it right in the center, okay? This is going to be the inside of my shadow box. Now I'm going to go on before I put my shadow box piece there, and I'm going to put some gems. These are the In Color gems. I think they're called, yeah, In Color Opaque Sparkle Gems. Because in Stampin' Up! World, why use one word when 5 can be used to say the same thing? So instead of just saying gems, we're going to say In Color Opaque Sparkle Gems. That's what these are. So I'm going to use them to do a little bit of just, you know, embellishing, little accenting here. And the thing with these that I would tell you is anything in color that you like, all right, even if it's not the wild wheat color that I'm trying my hardest to get you guys to fall in love with, okay, even if it's not that, if it's any of these colors, because Pebble Path, Wild Wheat, Copper Clay, Boho Blue, Moment of Silence, and Moody Mauve, they're all going. And so now is your time to load up on any of these, whether you're loading up on the ink, the refill, the embellishments, the ribbon, any of that, okay? Now is the time, because they're going to be gone. Okay, so this is the inside of my shadow box. And I know you're like, Julie, I don't know what to do next. I don't know what you've done, okay? Well, I'm going to show you. So remember this piece that I showed you? Let's just pretend that I had not already cut the center out. So you're going to cut the center of the circle out right in between here, all right? And you're going to fold these 1/4 inch pieces over. Now, here's the thing. You're going to love this, okay? You're going to take this 1/4 inch piece, and right here, it's going to be right about 1/4 inch, okay? So I'm going to put adhesive here. And this is where if you want to use your green glue, you can, because you want this to be really sturdy, okay? And right next to the score line here, I'm going to adhere that, okay? So see what you've got here? You've got this, it's kind of flocking over like that. Then what I'm going to do is put adhesive right here on this interior part. And look at this. Just fold this card over. Okay. Observe. It lays flat, but when you open it up, what you have is this really pretty shadow box here. Now the card is designed to sit up like that. Okay. But so that's going to be the inside. This is where you'll write your message. And I know it looks a little bit off kilter, like this isn't exactly centered here. And it's not. And if that bugs you, you can always kind of go in and look, watch what we'll do. Pull it up just a little bit. I know you're freaking out, aren't you? No, Julie, don't mess it up. It wasn't that bad. You're right, it wasn't. But I want to make you happy. Okay? And then just kind of recenter it. Look at there. Look there at what Julie Salva has done. That is impressive. So that's the pop-up shadow box. But of course we want to decorate the front, right? We want the front to be super cute. So I am going to waste not, want not, and I'm going to take this circle that came out of the shadow box piece, and I'm just going to adhere that onto the front right here. And then I have cut out already using the greetings of the season. You guys, I'm so sad that this set of dies is retiring. Maybe it's just saying it's retiring because they're retiring the bundle. I love these dies. They make the best tag dies, and there's so many fun shapes. But I'm going to take the sentiment that says, love every moment, because I think that could be great for an anniversary. It could be great for retirement. It could be great for birthday. I mean, really, it could be great for anything. So I could use this card. I've got a lot of different opportunities to use this card. And I'm just going to stamp the sentiment here. And this sentiment does come in this set. And for those of you who are scrapbookers, let me just tell you, this is a great set for scrapbooking too. Love every moment, better together, happy, which I love, and so much joy. I'll tell you what, you could use this set. I just thought of this. I just thought of it. But you could use this set and make great Christmas cards with so much joy and do those flowers in Christmas colors. Oh my gosh, how cute would that be? So anyway, so I've got my sentiment there, and I'm going to take my dimensionals again, and I'm going to pop that sentiment up right over that wild wheat circle that I just put on the front of the card. Then I've got just a couple more things. I know you're like, Julie, you're killing me with the dimensionals. Trust me, I'm killing myself too. It's like I can't stop myself now. It's like if everybody else is using a lot of dimensionals, FOMO Salva will do the same thing. I'm not even, I've lost control. All right, so this is going to go right here, and it centers in perfectly right there. Now, this is the thing about wild wheat, you guys. It is the best, ooh, sorry about that, The best ribbon. The best ribbon. I love this ribbon. It is beautiful. And oh my gosh, the texture of it is so pliable and soft. I mean, it truly makes beautiful bows. And you really don't even have to finagle all that much. Now, because I'm Julie Salva, I have to finagle some, you know, because, I mean, we wouldn't have a bow if there was no finagling. But I'm going to tell you what, this wild wheat is marked down. And last month in my card club, the Stampin' Shine Club, Stampin' Shine with Julie Salva, I gave everybody some of this. If it wasn't last month, it was the month before. But it was great. I mean, it's just so beautiful. I love this ribbon. I'm going to take a glue dot and just pop that ribbon there over the hole. And then I can do a little more finagling. Can trim it up. We're getting our little haircut here. A little bit right there. Oh my gosh, it is just, I'm gonna do a little bit more. The cutest, just the cutest. So I'm just gonna tell you something. You may or may not be a big fan of wild wheat. And if you're not, that's, you know, why are you the way you are? But I will tell you, get this ribbon. You will love it. It's beautiful with navy. I'm going to do some more of these because, I mean, they're retiring, so I might as well use them, right? It's beautiful with Night of Navy. I mean, just black. It's gorgeous with black. It's great ribbon. White. I mean, it really is nice. So, anyway, just add a little bit of these. And you're like, Julie, calm yourself. I like them. All right, so there you go. That is the card. Anything goes with an in color. That was our theme. I chose wild wheat because I knew that I'd have to sell you on it, and I really hope that I have. So the card mails flat when you open it up. Beautiful shadow box there. Write your sentiment. Oh, man, that's really good. So, question. Do you love it as much as I do? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, what did you think? Did I convince you to give wild wheat a chance? It's only around for another month. I hope I did. Here's the card one more time. Mail's flat. Open it up. Beautiful shadow box. The person who gets it is going to go, oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. And they're going to thank you. They're going to be like, you did that. So well done. So again, you know the drill. Go to Joey, and their links are in the description. Go to Joey's video. Go to Alejandra's video. Vote for the one that you like best by clicking thumbs up, and make sure you do a couple things too. I would love if you would subscribe to my channel, if you would share this, if you think this video is fun, and then if you'll just sign up for my email list. I have a link to do it in the description. All of those things are so very appreciated. So for Stampin' Shine with Julie Salva, this is Julie Salva signing off. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.